What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing wonderful today. It's the Champions League, baby. The Champions League, the second day. Yeah, it's the second day. We started yesterday, and this one is weird. Like Thursday, we'll be having another Champions League game. But anyway, we're gonna focus more on Man City against Inter game tonight. I mean, it was a really enjoying 0-0. It's a 0-0. But if you watch the game, you will see there was a lot of action in it. So anyway, we're gonna try to address that. This was the rematch of the final of 2021. No, 2022 final rematch. So we're gonna just try to enter in what Pep Guardiola did, and of course what Inzaghi did. Simone Inzaghi against Pep Guardiola, the tactical battle, and we're gonna just try to address that. Anyway, guys, hey, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. If you're not allowed to subscribe, make sure to give me some love. Subscribe, like, share this with your friends so the channel can grow, right? Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna start with Pep Guardiola, the Man City. By the way, what a jersey! Yeah, this kit look beautiful. It's kind of pretty, right? Like the red. I don't know if it's red or like it's a good color. Like mixed with the blue. Hey, nice jersey. It's beautiful, and of course, facing the traditional Internazionale blue and black jersey, or like blue and white. Either it's a black white or like a blue and white, something like that. But yeah, they started. Man City started with 3-2-4-1, which is a Robin Jazz, Akanji, and of course Gorgio. Gorgio started as a left back. He played like left back, right? And Anderson, and of course Rodri first game of the season because he came back from injury. And Rico Lewis playing the double pivot, and of course you had Xavier left wing, and Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne as the captain Arbanda, and of course Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland at the top. So those were the starting for Man City, and of course Inter Milan started with like they do a lot of rotation, and you have Johan Sommer, Bastoni, Acerbi, and Bishek. Really solid defensive line. And you have Chanaloglu, Barella, and Zelensky, and Augusto, and Darmian. I mean, Darmian need to be like punished today. If I am the coach, I will make him run the field 20 times before he go home, because that dude deserve that punishment. And of course, you have Marcus Thuram, and of course Mehdi Terami. He's from Iran. Yeah, he's an Iranian striker, right? So this game overall, like you will see when you look at the stat, you will say, okay, it was like 60-40. Man City had 22 shots, only 5 on target, and Inter had 13, only 4 on target. The first half was it was a really kind of 50-50 vibe, because both team was really attacking back and forth. In the second half, I think Inter just dropped down. They were pressing, and then they just kind of say, yeah, we take the 0-0, Italian is not bad result from England, So anyway, overall, like Man City missed a lot of chances. Ilkay Gundogan hitting the ball to the sky. And of course, it was the game where we saw Phil Foden coming back from injury, Ilkay Gundogan, Jeremy Doku, because Ilkay Gundogan came on for the captain, right? For what's his name again? The best player of the team, KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, and of course you had Jeremy Doku coming on for Savio. So overall, like lately the player being playing like complaining a lot about playing 60-70 game. I mean, they need to complain to their coach too. Like, you have 5 sub and you do only 3. I mean, Inter did all their 5, but Pep Guardiola is the one of the coach that don't do sub, and he has a player who complain. Rodri is complaining. I mean, he's right. Like, I promise you guys, we're gonna do a video about that, because there is a lot of the Sumont player who are talking about it as getting increasing. They're increasing. Even yesterday, you have even Marquinhos. Everyone is talking about it now. So we will address that before they go to strike, right? So anyway, overall, I think a disappointing game from Erling Haaland. People say he doesn't score in the big game. I mean, in the Champions League, because in the Premier League, he scored against all big team, right? But in the Champions League last year, he didn't score in the quarterfinal. He didn't score in the semi-final. He didn't score in the final. the year they won the Champions League, which is 2 years ago. And last year too, he wasn't decisive against Real Madrid. And the moment they need him, he wasn't there, right? And I mean, they win comfortably the Champions League, the Premier League, but I mean, him or not him, City would win that because before he came, the only thing that was missing from City was the Champions League. I mean, he was really important pieces to complete that puzzle. But overall, the Premier League is just like it's a marathon run. It's not like a game or you dead, all right? So overall, it was a disappointing performance from Erling Haaland, Bernardo Silva. All right, like he's not stand out today, but he's been running everywhere like the playmaker. Kevin De Bruyne being taken out by Ilkay Gundogan. It's just like it's scary when you see Man City play, all right? You take Kevin De Bruyne out, you bring in Ilkay Gundogan. Take Bernardo Silva out, you bring in like Phil Foden. You take in Savio out, you bring in Jeremy Doku. So like he's top quality player in the bench. On the bench. English. Like yeah. So overall, like I mean they dominate the game. They created chances, but Yuan Sommer was good. Inter defensive line were great. The midfielder was like they coped with the pressure. They were pressing really high. Nico Barella. Barella is we know when he's fit, he's just like a mini Marco Verratti with more pace to him. All right. And you have I mean, like I said, Darmian counter-attack, the one he refused to shoot. Inzaghi almost went crazy. Like he was fuming on the line. Why he didn't take the shot? I think that's why Dumfries came in for him, right? Because Dumfries would take that shot. Lautaro Martinez came in the second half. I was surprised he didn't start the game. But after the Copa America, the La Liga, the Serie A last year, and he looked tired, right? He's not on it yet. Like Lautaro Martinez is not the level he used to be. So he didn't start today. So you have David Fratesi coming in, Henrik Mkhitaryan, and of course Benjamin Pavard coming in the second half. So overall, like Man City, Inter like coped with Man City pressure and the way Man City play. The box shape. One like you have Rodri, Luis, or like Rodri, De Bruyne, Grealish. I mean, Grealish played the whole game, but Grealish need to take more shots, right? He dribble good, he pass the ball, but you're a winger, bro. Take shot, take freaking shot, man. Like why you cannot take shot? Or he don't do through ball either. Like he always pass a lateral or he passing it back into the middle. Bro, take on the player, pass the ball inside. Erling Haaland did not have space today. I mean, he scored 9 goals in four Premier League game. In England, like that's why we love England because every team just play. They don't care who you are. They don't close the gap. They just play their football, right? But in the Champions League, you play against a team like Inter. Inter really is they're a really good team. They're the best team in Italy. Like they've been winning the league for the past 2 years, right? And they're solid. They're solid. They play are international, bunch of international player there. So they know what they're doing. They don't panic when they get the ball. And when City get the ball, like they are not scared of Haaland. Haaland like it was against Acerbi today. Bastoni, they don't care. Like even when Pavard come in, nah. Like you tall, I'm tall. You big, I'm big. You fast, I'm fast too. So they're not scared of him, right? Even though the defensive line was really low. It was a low block, median. Like sometimes they go up, but most of the time they close all the gap. So Man City they don't find a lot of space. Just like a PSG Girona, there's no gap. It's really hard to find a gap through this team like this you know. But overall, I mean, Marcus Thuram is a big game. When the striker didn't sign during big game, people start criticizing him. But overall, he having a really good game so far, a good season so far. He's the leading top scorer in Italy. But when you take into account playing against a player like Giaz, Govzo, you have to be more technical, more faster physically than what you give into the Serie A. But this is the top of the top, right? Like you cannot criticize the player that much. They play against a player that is either in their level or above their level, or even if you're above them, it just slide. It's not like the margin are not that big. So it's the top of the top you can find in football. In the soccer world, City Inter, yeah, is that is the best you can find, right? Like Inter is a really good team, and City we know only Real Madrid can look them at their face to say something, right? So anyway, overall the game was kind of the first half. I mean, if you watch the game, there's it's a 0-0 score, but the game should have more than that. Like we should have a goal, like especially Man City. Man City created enough to put one back in the net, but they did not. Anyway, Pep Guardiola is a tie. I mean, it's a good point for Inter. Even Man City should say is a good point because I mean the league is not that hard. The group where they are is not that hard. But compared to everybody, like when you see Bayern making nine, because this is the first eight, like every team is looking what the other team are doing. So it doesn't matter your group, like you have to really win. That's why this format is really cool because every game is important. Every game, every goal is important. So doing 0-0, getting only 1 point, you're playing PSG, and there is other similar tougher game. But hey, it's gonna be all right. It's Man City, it's Inter. I'm pretty sure we're gonna know which European team are the best eight, right? The top eight will be just the best eight in Europe, and then from 8 to 24, those gonna do like some type of barrage, like like playoff to qualify for the last 16. So anyway, guys, the game overall it was kind of, if you have to grade it, we give it like a C plus. No, we didn't have a goal in it, and the technicity was like there was too much aggressivity defensively from Inter that Man City was losing a lot of their ball. I mean, it's normal. You play against a really tough team. So anyway, that's what happened. Pep Guardiola, I mean, he gonna be filming and maybe he gonna talk a lot in the dressing room. But hey, a game it's a 0-0. You take it and then you go home. Like we say, Celtic honor the British, like the United Kingdom side. They score 5-1 against Slovan Braskovia from Slovakia. So 5-1, the biggest win for them. So it's good, but we know all this team. They're gonna go out soon. And you have a Sparta Prague dominating Strasbourg 3-0, and you have a Dortmund winning 3-0 against Club Brugge. I think Club Brugge collapsed in the second half because they went 0-0 in the first half, and it was kind of yeah. And then they have the boy like killing it. I think it's Jamie Bayon Jitten. He's a British. He did brace two beautiful goal, and of course, Siru Girassi scoring his first goal for Dortmund. Last year he was at Stuttgart, right? Coming to Dortmund, and then now, yeah, he scored his first goal on penalty. 3-0, easy game. And so we're gonna just say, like, hey guys, thank you for watching. And tomorrow we'll be there because Arsenal will be playing against Atlanta tomorrow. And of course, Monaco, Barcelona, and Brest will be playing against a Switzerland team, right? So we're gonna follow all that tomorrow. So anyway, guys, stay safe, stay connected. Hey, give me some love. Share this with your friend. Peace.